What's going on, guys? My name's Rami and welcome back to yet another episode of RQ's Garage. Today is a special one. Today is a video you've all been asking since my first video. We're gonna be doing an oil change. Now this oil change is gonna be done in a 2015 Honda Odyssey. Now this can work from a 2011 to 2015 Honda Odyssey. But if you wanna learn an oil change, these steps are ultimately universal. So even you can do this. I'm gonna give you the tools, I'm gonna give you the tips, and we're gonna get going. Are you ready? Cause I am. Let's get after it. For this Honda Odyssey, they require you get OW20 full synthetic oil. So I got this Mobil 1 full synthetic oil, and I got an oil filter too. So the oil filter part number is M1110A, and this is, a full synthetic oil from Mobil 1. You try to keep it consistent. Honda's gonna recommend that you use Honda oil, but this has really good additives in it. That's really important for high mileage vehicles. This one's almost climbing to 100,000. So we're gonna give it a little bit of an advance in performance. So once you get your oil, you're gonna need a 17mm socket and a wrench, a clean funnel, an oil pan or some kind of pan, get some shop towels or any kind of towels, and then bring some cardboard. Get 2 jacks and a floor jack. It'll be easier to jack up the car. It's not recommended, it's not needed, but it'll make the job much easier. All right, so I've opened up the hood to the car and we're gonna go check for the oil cap. So it's gonna be at the bottom right down here. And on the oil cap, it'll say what kind of oil you need. OW20, we got OW20. So we're just gonna twist it off. A little bit of tricky area. And I like putting it right here where the latch for the hood is, so we don't forget to put it back on when we're done with the job. And also, we're gonna wanna work on a cool engine. So if it's been driving for some time, let it cool 45 minutes, an hour. Just make sure you got a cool engine because you're gonna burn yourself. It's that simple. So we're gonna look for the jack points in the front of the car so we can put the jack stands on each side of the car. I'll display on the screen the jack point where this Honda Odyssey goes. It's literally dead center of the engine. It's got a little hook to it. It's a metal hook welded onto the frame. So you're just gonna put your jack right on that metal hook and start lifting. And now we'll bring down the jack so the car can sit on the jack stands. Of course, always for a rule of safety, just shake the car and make sure it's nice and stable on the jack stands. And this one is, so we're good to go. Now we're literally sitting down right in front of the car and we're on the left-hand side of the car facing it. So we're gonna look for that oil drain plug. So we're gonna go down, and the camera's a little wobbly, my bad, it's in my hand, but it's gonna be right in front of you. Literally, it says right here, engine oil. And right there is the plug. It's a 17mm plug. So all you gotta do is unbolt that right there. All right, this right here is the moment of truth. So unbolting that 17mm, get your pan, bucket, whatever, it could be anything as long as it catches it. Get some extra paper towels, it could be messy. You don't wanna spill on your nice driveway, of course, and get to town. Oh, overshot that for sure. But we got it. Now just let her drain. Follow that stream because you don't want any more oil than you need to on your driveway. My mom's gonna kill me. All right, while that oil is draining out, we have our drain bolt right here. I'm trying to focus it. And there's this little washer, it's called a crush washer. So since we already have this out and the car's up and everything, we're gonna replace this washer. They're actually a one-time use. So really recommend replacing this washer, don't reuse it. There's that little gouge right there because it clearly got crushed, That's its purpose. It's getting crushed to hold the seal properly. So just go to O'Reilly's, go to AutoZone, pick these up. They're 99 cents, or you can get a pack. And just replace it. All right, so it's just about done draining out. So we're just gonna clean it up, make sure everything around it's nice and clean, and put the bolt back on. Got the new crusher washer on there as well. Alrighty. Now you normally just have to hand tighten it with a wrench, but I like to be a little precise. And this calls for 25 foot-pounds. A little bleeding a little there. So if you got a torque wrench, by all means, go for it. Get 25 foot-pounds on it. There we go. Not even a lot. Just a nice hand tighten, which is 25 foot-pounds nonetheless. So, all right, bolts back on. Now let's go to the filter. All right, this is where the cardboard gets a little handy. So I made a little ramp for the oil filter to come down straight into the oil pan. So this is the messy part. So just be very careful. I'm trying my best to really get it in the oil pan because I, don't want to make a mess here. But these are normally hand tightened and they come off fairly easily. So it's just twisting right off. I'm gonna really take my time with this. Yep, she's coming down. Not a bad execution. Oh, all right. Bada bing, bada bang, she's out. Got this cardboard ramp, and look at that. Completely clean. No mess at all. People make this place an absolute mess, but if you just take your time, create a little invention, look at that. Nothing here, nothing on the frame, nothing on the suspension, no components. So that's what we want. That's what we want. Get all the filth on the cardboard. All right, so again, we got our new filter, extended performance, protects up to 1 year, 20,000 miles. So M1 110A, that'll fit this Honda Odyssey. So just make sure the part number fits your vehicle. So we're gonna take it out. Here's our oil filter. And here's a little O-ring that this will seal onto the block where it's supposed to go. So just so it gets a little lubrication, just dabble your finger in some new oil and put it on the O-ring. Just because next time when you do an oil change, this will make it much easier to twist off. And it just helps a nice good seal onto the block. So let's go put it on. All right, in reverse order, we're gonna put it back on. You can see it's literally right there. Twist it on, and a nice hand twist is perfect. There we go. Just like I said, nice hand tighten. That's perfect, just like that. All right, let's go fill her up. Oh, there goes my light. Recap, oil is drained. The cap is back on. Old filter's off, new filter's on. Now, the fun and easy part. Got our little funnel and fill her up. So this engine requires about 4.5 quarts. This is 5 quarts. So we're just gonna stop around 4.5 and then we will measure. And the new oil is like a golden brown, whereas the old oil was a legit black. So it was definitely time to change the oil. All right, that looks good. Now let's check the oil level. I'm gonna check the oil level of the car with the little dipstick, but since the car is not level, it's not gonna read properly. So we're gonna jack the car down. We don't need the jack or jack stands anymore. The job is done. I don't see any leaks at the bottom where the bolt is. So we're just gonna bring it down. Let's get ourselves an accurate reading. Take the dipstick out, clean it off. Put it back in. Bring it out again. Looks like we're on the line. Or looks like we're there. Can I focus? Perfect. Now, let's turn on the car, let it all cycle through, check it again. Now before we turn on the car, let's not forget our cap, because, oopsie, just want to make sure everything's on there tight before everything starts going crazy inside the engine. All right, let's go turn it on. Alrighty. Awesome. All right, car is running normally, which is good. So we have the oil light service, and then we're kind of in the negative when it comes to miles. So to reset this, we're gonna go to the little infotainment area up top, use this little dial. We're gonna go to vehicle settings, enter, all the way down to the last one, maintenance, reset, and then press reset. Would you like to reset? Of course we would. And there we go. We can see right there, the light's off, that little wrench. Oil life, 100%. Let's go check the oil outside. Let's give it a go. Take it out, clean it. Put it back in. Take it out. And if you can see, kind of right here, kind of in the middle, we can put a little bit more, but this is perfect. You want to go in between the bottom line and the top line. You want to be in between them, and I guess we are, but I'll add a little bit more just to be safe. So to get rid of the old oil, just put it back into the container, take it to your local parts store, and they'll recycle it for free. All right, guys, and that's all there is to it. You have now successfully replaced your oil. And this is for, again, a 2015 Honda Odyssey, but this is so universal that almost anyone can do it. We checked underneath the car, there are no leaks, we checked the oil level's fine, the car's running smooth, everything's great. We did it, we saved like 30, 40 bucks, which I mean, hey, the more the merrier. We're learning, and that's all that's important. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button so you get more videos just like this. I appreciate your help, guys. I love you, and we'll see you on the next one.